Okay, what is up, guys? Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna do a little Java tutorial. This is how to code Java in Eclipse IDE. So that's this. Okay, so once you have this installed, this is for people who want to use Eclipse IDE. There's plenty of other IDEs that you can use. But yeah, this is just what I use. I think it's the easiest, but yeah, go ahead and just download Eclipse IDE, and once you open it, you should have some weird stuff going on. You can close everything that appears on this right side, okay? And then all you want to do is go to File, go to New, File, New, Java Project. Now this little pop-up shows up. Okay, what you want to do, you want to name it your project name. I'm going to name it Tutorial Java. You can name it whatever you want. You can use the same names as me, different names as me, but all the code is going to be the same if it doesn't use names. You can select your thing, your location by unselecting use default location and browse through your files. You can select it. I'm just going to use my default location. I have it all set up, and I'm going to click finish. Now it's here. You're going to want to make sure you have Project Explorer open. So if this is closed, I'm going to go to Window, Show View, Project Explorer. Now it's open. These are all my games. Here's my tutorial Java. You want to have this arrow down. I'm going to click down on source, and you can right click source. Once you right click source, go to new, go to class, and you can name it. I'm going to name mine main. It's just the easiest one to name it. So you want to go capital main. Now the way we name stuff in Java is the very first word is lowercase and the rest is uppercase. But if there's only one word, it's uppercase. Okay? And then you're just going to want to select public static void main string args. This shows this just sets up the class for you. And then you're going to want to hit finish. Now it's here. You can delete this comment. Give yourself a few lines to work with. And we're going to start on our very first code. Okay? The very first code you need to learn while doing Java is system.out.println. Semicolon, quotation marks, parentheses, quotation marks. And then you have to always have a semicolon at the end of a statement. In Java, you always want that. And so in system.out.println, I can put, so you can put whatever you want in these quotation marks. I'm going to put hello, if I can spell it right, hello world, exclamation mark. And then you want to hit Control S. When you hit Control S, it saves your project. And at this point, you can close Project Explorer, and if you want, you can double click on main.java or whatever yours is named, and it just extends it throughout. If you don't want it, double click again, or just don't double click, and this shows your console. You can close everything other than the console and problems. I would recommend not closing console or problems. Problems you probably won't use, but it's nice to have. Now this is your console at the bottom. If you want it somewhere else, you can drag it. But I don't want it somewhere else, so I'm just going to put it down there. Problems is going to go with consoles. And then make it smaller. So I have console here, and my code is up. I'm going to double click this because I like to have it bigger, okay? And so once I hit Control S, back to the code, once I hit Control S, and I have the system.out.println line, it says hello world, I hit run. And my console pops up if I don't click weird stuff. my console pops up and it has hello world in it because I printed the line. Hold on, let me fix this really quick. Okay, now that I fixed my console, I need to explain to you the difference between system.out.print and system.out.println. So the ln is what line is. The ln is what line is, and if you want to print this, take a guess at what this prints. It prints and it print line. I save it. You always got to make sure you save it, and you have the semicolon at the end. Run it, and it prints it on a different line. And if I want to, and if I switch print and print line, and I save it, and I run it, they're on the same line. Now, why this happens? Well, this happens because the print or print line determines not where the line is printed, but where your cursor is left. So, if I say print line, so if this is my print line here, let me just run this. Delete this. So this is my print line. My cursor is now here, down here. If I can click at this line below, okay? And so if I were to print something else, whether it said system.out.println or system.out.print, it'll print at right below it. But if the second one is print and I run it, it still prints below, but now my cursor is here at the end of the system.out.print. So my cursor is here, so if I was to add another one, whether it be system.out.print or system.out.println, I'm going to make it line just for the example, and we run it, it'll print here. But now, because this is print line, my cursor is below. Hopefully that's explanatory enough. And that is how you use system.out.println. Now, while you watch this tutorial, I would recommend having Eclipse IDE open. This helps you follow along and try the code, okay? So the second part of this tutorial is after you have system.out.print, you need to learn variables. Variables are a really easy way to keep track of all of your different values, okay? There's 4 main types: string, int, boolean, and double. Now, string, I actually hit F11. String, how we use a variable. Now, these are the 4 types of variables, okay? Now, I'm going to close this. I'm going to delete it. If you need that, you can go back in the video. Write it in your own Eclipse if you want. But how we write a variable. First, you type the variable that you want, whether a string, an int, a boolean. I'll explain what they are. So just pretend this is so. How you set up your variable is you write the type, you write the name you want it. It can be name, it can be whatever you want. I just named it name because it's a placeholder. Then you're gonna put a space and an equal sign. You're gonna put another space, and you're gonna write what you want in there, what you want stored as the variable. Now, before we do that, I'm going to teach you what every type does. Let me undo a couple so I can show you, have my types up again. There we go. String shows a set of characters. So, string is equal to, this is not how you write a variable, I'm just showing you. String is equal to, you put a set of quotation marks, and you can write whatever you want, okay? So I can write hello. This is a set of characters. I can add a space. I can write hello world. I can add another space. And you just can't hit enter. Enter will not work. Okay. So string equals a set of characters. Or you can also just say words. It's just a sentence. Now, int. Int is equal to an integer. That's what it stands for. It's equal to an integer. An integer being 1, 2, 3, any number without a decimal. It can even be that, but it's any number without a decimal. Now, and it cannot be negative, okay? Or, yeah, it cannot be negative, but if you want to use a negative, then you can use double. Double is a non-integer or integer number. So that can be 1, 2, 3, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, point 1, 2, 3. Or it could be negative 56.5. It can be any number it can be any number. So, and then Boolean is equal to true or false. All you write for this one is just true or a false. That's all you can write for that one. Now, comments. I need to teach you comments really quick so that we can comment stuff out. Comments are using a double slash. Now I can write and it's not used. It can show, I can say variables above. It helps me keep track of my work. That's what a comment does. Now, if I want a multi-line comment, if I want to comment something out without putting a bunch of double slashes, because that's really annoying, I can do one double slash and I can do an asterisk. Then I can enter and it adds this. If you want to, you can delete the stars if you want. The stars are not needed. But if you want to like comment something out, you can do slash star, and then at the end you can do star and then slash. Now, this is not used in the code. This is not used in the code at all. Okay, this is, if I run it, nothing will show, but I also don't get any errors because this is not in the code. It's commented out. Now, let's add some variables. So, we're going to add a system.out.println. And then we're going to leave it blank because we're using variables. Make sure to add that semicolon at the end, and you're good. When you use variables in a system.out.println, you do not need quotations. You just type the name of the variable. Okay? So we're going to give ourselves a couple lines, and we're going to start with a string. A string, add a name, so I'm just going to call it string, equals, remember the quotations, say hello everyone, exclamation mark, I am learning Eclipse and Java, exclamation mark. Make sure to add semicolon at the end, save it, and now string is saved as hello everyone, I am learning Eclipse and Java. Now, if I want to print this without typing this again, I can just put the name of what it's stored at, because it's stored in string, so string is what it will print this. So I save it, I run it, and it prints this, because I'm printing this string, I'm printing string, but string is equal to hello everyone, I'm learning Eclipse and Java. Now, I can remove this. Next one, int. Int is an integer. I can name it integer, or you can name it whatever else you want. Names can be anything. Int integer equals, and I write 1, semicolon. That's my integer. My integer is 1. Now, integer 1 is stored as integer. Integer is equal to 1. So, if I want to print integer, you can guess what it prints. It prints 1. Next, double. Double my non. So we'll use the formatting here. Non-capital integer. That's what I want to name it. Equals 3.14159. It's first couple digits of pi. Semicolon, save it. And I want to print this. An easy way to do it is not delete the whole thing. Just put non-integer because it's basically the same name. Now it shows, look, it also highlights it for you, which is nice. It shows that it matches up. Now you can see that this is stored as this, and we're printing this, so it's going to print that. So we run it, 3.14159. Got it. Boolean. Boolean is different. I can hit Boolean. Boolean is true or false. I'm just naming it that because I want to. So it can equal true. So make sure you add the semicolon. Or it can equal false. Nothing else. You know it's right when it turns purple. And so if I print true or false, Control C, Control V, and I save it and I print, it prints false because that's what it's saved at. But booleans are normally not printed. If you want to print a true or false, I would recommend using a string. It's way easier and it can save you a lot of time. Now, how booleans work is just setting stuff to true or false. Like, I can set the dimensions to have to actually matter. Set this thing to actually matter or not matter. I can set something visible, true, or it cannot be visible, false. So that's how Boolean is used. Now, that's it for today's video. And I have another one releasing soon about how to use the swing library. This lets you add J-frames, which are just windows, easily codable windows. And how to put stuff on those J-frames, how to put buttons on those J-frames, and how to put pop-ups on those J-frames. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a good amount about Java. And I'll see you all in the next video.